Yeah, the project is Portland House project in Victoria. Client is Landsec. That's the building developer. Our original client from the start is here with demolition, and they are novating over to McLaren as the PC in September of this year. It's a high-risk project. It's what GKR Scaffolding are about. It's a live interface with the general public. 3 elevations of the building have a glass canopy at level 2, and there's a large area on the west elevation which is predominantly pedestrian. Challenges that we had with Portland House project is the access to materials. It's a very tight area to get deliveries in, and with it being a 100-metre high building, it's how materials are going to be transferred from ground level up to roof level. The main thing to think about is getting materials to site with our transport, and making sure that we put the minimum amount of transport into the project as possible. We had 65 lorry loads go in there, 8,000 beams were required, 17,500 boards were required, 90,000 fittings was required. So there was a fair amount of material to get in on a daily basis and access to the work areas. We had sat down with the health and safety team and run through the logistics of accessing materials and the interfacing with the public. All materials were tethered with a safe line from inside the building, passed out, secured, enabled us to work safely externally.
GKR, we have provided the whole external facade scaffold. We have fully wrapped monoflex all the way around the outside of the building, taking it up from level 2 all the way up to level 30. There's demo works from the crown section, which is level 26 upwards. There's demo works down in the basement as well. The main challenges has been the location. We're right bang in the middle of central London. There's a lot of foot traffic. On the south elevation, it's right outside Victoria Tube Station, which is still alive for members of the public. We still have a live restaurant as well, which is still ongoing, so that's been challenging. And then on 3 elevations, it's not ground bearing, the scaffold's not ground bearing. We've got a glass canopy that goes all the way around that covers all the retail area. So being able to cantilever out at level 3 and then taking the scaffold up off the external, they've been the main challenges. So it's mainly, a lot of the time when you're basing out scaffold, you're basing out off of the floor. So being able to having to cantilever out at various levels at different heights because of loads that go onto the external of the building. That's been a little bit different from the norm, but we've had the same teams here, all individually knowing what their roles are. They know their specific roles, and just having that constant supply of knowing where we're working, what we're doing each day, helps a lot.
It's been very good actually. As we've started ramping up with various works, we've had additional stuff to do internally on the roof, within the basement area. They've been able to resource it for materials and men to keep everything on programme. But from a design perspective, they were in with us from day one, planning it all out. Obviously floor loadings for such an old building and getting involved with the structure, where we've had to do various adaptations as we've been going along. They've got involved with all of that as well. Health and safety is absolute #1 priority, no matter what we do. So even with this project, like, as you say, with the proximity and the road closures and everything, we've also got Buckingham Palace right around the corner. This is one of the main routes for the Palace staff and the Royals, so we obviously have to keep the road open. Their project manager is always here, always available to talk to, go through any changes that we need doing, any sort of adaptations that we need. If there's something that we need additionally, they're on it straight away. Design-wise, we're normally dealing with them from day one on everything. Anything that's coming up in the future, we're already in design phase with their guys, and then from there we put it into action on site.
The main success that we see for Portland House is the early engagement, which enabled the design process, which was quite a lengthy process, to be completed prior to works on site commencing, being afforded the time to put the right team together to carry out the project,